Hello everybody, how goes it? Sorry. My dog was like, "No, we're not gonna we're not gonna we're not coming in. I gotta pee." And I'm like, "Don't make me get the shock." No, it was a joke. I don't use shock collars. How's everybody doing today? Hello Druid, hello Lee. Hello Styles, hello Bear, hello Mona, hello Chalk. I am not late. No, it was definitely his fault. He's an asshole at times. Hello McMittens, hello Rory. How goes it, guys? About to build some spaceships. We're gonna Starfield a fight. Right, what do we got? I have no weapons because I disabled weapons. That is slightly problematic. I need to go to the lodge very quickly. What are you doing, Mona? See, the new event for Ark starts tonight or tomorrow night. When is the mod review stream? Next week. It's Tuesday. For fuck's sake, Mona, do you not know anything? But Ark Raiders gets a new like modifier. I've been binging it. I've been enjoying it. Been having a lot of fun with it. A shock collar. No, I do not have a shock collar for my dog. I never liked them to begin with. I find they're very inhumane, and I have seen people firsthand use them. I don't know what. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not aware that you use them for anything other than like radio fences and stuff, but I've seen neighbors and dogs and stuff. Oh, you could, hello, Bob. You can definitely ride drones. Yeah, your kneecaps mightn't last, but yeah. But no, over here, people would occasionally get them for like keeping their dogs inside. But we had neighbors that had them, and the dogs they'll get a shock and sometimes go through it. It's just not very, yeah. That's why, like, if you have a dog, even if your dog is very much dog kind of dangerous from civilians. Well, I don't know what it's like over there, but they and again, hello Wiz. Over here, better be an asshole than a whole ass. What the fuck? You are days behind, Mona. Over here, I only know of people using them for like radio fences, but they outlawed them last year. So basically you can't have a new dog use them, but if your dog were like, again, it's like if you have a dog, we've had many dogs, we have currently many dogs, but our dogs are like fenced in around the garden and stuff, and they have their pens and stuff. We take our dogs very seriously. We'll grab that. About to check out your new update, Wiz. We're gonna have some fun with it. Your shock collar. No shock collar for me. During gameplay, every time a fast travel through your box in the barrel, objects drop out of it. Jeffrey, are you using Forgotten Frontiers? What kind of dog? I have 2 Rottweilers, 2 German Shepherds, and 2 Yorkies. Crimson is his dog's ivory tower. Well, Timmy, my personal companion, he stays in with me, so I mean you could kind of class him as that. But yeah, Jeffrey, that is a bug with a couple of mods. I know definitely it's an issue with Forgotten Frontiers. The mod author, I believe they don't know why they are spawning. It's a weird bug, but shit happens. I had like a really weird AKA feel. Oh yeah. We used to breed Rottweilers. We've always loved them. Doesn't anybody know this, Timmy? Timmy is not my aid dog. Jesus Christ. He'd be a shit fucking guide dog. He'd pull me in front of traffic. Also, he's cowardly as fuck. I was like in the bathroom one night, you know, doing my business, and we had one of them, you know, it's like a toilet roll holder, but it's like metal. And you know, dog's supposed to be your guard dog. It fell over and he shit himself and ran out the door. It's like, thanks, Timmy. If I was getting assaulted, you'd be useful. Yeah, we're a very big dog family. I have cats too, but the cats stay on my uncle's farm. They're kind of like free range, I suppose you could call them.
My partner and I, we expecting.
Well,
That's something.
Well, that guy's an asshole. He's pretty smart. My old dog, weak cat was Yorkie. Yorkies are, I like Yorkies. You've 8 cats? God damn. How many of these are currently my uncle's? I think there's 6, I think, of my uncle's currently. We had 3 kittens recently that I need to get spayed or neutered when they get old enough. Need good ship design, defend ourselves, well-designed ship. Damn right. It was named after cat. For fuck's sake, Mona, why?
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
What do you call a spider with that many eyes? All my cats are related. Oh, Jesus. You got the inbred household going there. Oh my god, Styles. Can we, like, temporarily ban him for, like, a second? Don't actually do that. Guilty if you're listening. Alright, let's build a ship. Let's build a ship. What ship shall we build? Hello, Druid, if I didn't say hello already. Sell. So many ships. And the rest are... Oh, they're all the same. Okay, fair. Hello to me. I did say hello to you at the very start, Mona, and I said hello to Waze. Don't start getting gobby with me. Yeah, we'll go with that. Need to sell some of these, make room. I don't know if it's... I did say hello to you, child. Now look what you started, Mona. Dick. Hello, Chalk. I'm pretty sure I said like 3 times. Shut the fuck up, Mona. Alright, let's buy a ship. Actually, we'll go and buy a ship in... let's go to... Where should we go to buy a ship? Let's go to... Go to New Gargarin and buy a ship, actually. Hello, Dong. Welcome. Simona, I am saying hello to people. How goes it?
You should inspect your... Hey, what can I do for you?
Could need a full one. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. To be fair, Yorkies are quite nice, though, the bars. They're very nice. Shut the fuck up, Mona. I will kill you.
I'm sure you can find...
The Zum... What is the Zumwalt? Oh, the Zumwalt. That's the... Is that the literal combat ship? I said hello to Lee, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I remember that. It's a very cool ship. Build your ship at an outpost. I actually have to buy a ship first. Voyager, Econohull. Yeah, we'll buy this one.
Sure, have at it.
Do you sell the parts, the structural parts? Structural... Oh, Jesus Christ. Just put your picture, put it in the share, Mona. You can show everyone what you're eating. Yeah, they are here. Okay, we'll build a ship here. Alright. Let's do the new Halo dog collars. Nice outside dogs. Programmable GPS to use high pitched sound to tell the dog area, but they... Yeah, see, I know that, don't they use something similar for cows, I think? I seen, like, in, like, really big farms, like, the cows is like this big, huge thing around their neck, and I think it does something similar. I'd always be, like, cautious, though, of, like, let's say, for instance, my dog being an idiot, and just... It's like people that walk their dogs with no leash. Like, I get it. Like, you can definitely train your dog to walk with no leash. Like, whenever I see, like, dogs walking with no leashes and stuff in, like, areas where there's cars and stuff, Master Chief, there's cars and stuff, who wants to see my... I want to see your breakfast. Make a food channel. We can post our meals. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's that? Not like that. Lift. ED209? Why does that have 50 landing thrusts? You get potato cakes, we get hash browns. I prefer hash browns. Potato cakes are not nice. Not a fan, personally. They're a bit on the... I don't know. I mean, they're not bad. For these. No, I don't. The fuck are these? Micro cheat module. Jesus Christ of Almighty. The fines here are crazy if walking on a leash. Well, the thing too is like, oh, you live in Austria, Wiz. Oh, very nice. Do Austrians speak German? It makes sense though. Like, there's a few dog parks around here, but the thing is, not everyone likes dogs, because some people are afraid of dogs. You should, I believe you did, Styles. All you gotta do is click the welcome page, click one of the little thingies, like your little banner. ED ships, there should have been an update, not sure which. Wait, there's new Elite Dangerous ships? What? Undercooked or glass, what the fuck? I don't mind a bit of a crunchy hash brown. See, some hash browns are different. Some are like breaded, like kind of like, do you ever get the, what are they called? What's the fucking name of it? Croquettes, I think they're called. Can't wait for snowboarding. Oh, I would love to go snowboarding or doing any. We get snow on occasion, not enough to snow. Actually, one time we got very bad snow. But our economy can't. It collapses the minute winter's like, we can't do it, guys. It's game over, man. Mona's like the world traveler. All right, let's build a vessel. Broke a chair and went through the roof. Okay, what is this solicitous rumor? Okay, I broke a chair because I accidentally. If you're watching this company I bought the chair off, I 100% it broke, not because of my error. 100% was not me. But I put the chair on grass thinking that when I sat in it, it wouldn't sink, and it sank, and the frame snapped. Necro. You buy a Timo. I actually bought it on AliExpress, but it's a legitimate company. They sent me out a replacement frame and stuff, which was nice of them. Although currently, I am currently waiting till I'm currently waiting. Mon, I will kill you. Hello there, Paul. Welcome. Oh. Why'd you say hello, Pablo? Hola. The fuck is that? A light sight missile launcher. What the fuck? Excuse me? Whoa. Why did it have millions of range? Holy sh... Oh, that turret looks fucking sick. It's gonna probably... Okay. More than you. I remember stuff. It's just I'm slightly legally blind, so sometimes I like go to look and it won't actually show what I'm looking at. Do 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 do. Why am I singing the fucking Mario theme? Right, so we're not attempting to do. Oh, don't hype her up. Docking panel. Oh, does that actually work, Wiz? Oh, that's fucking sick. That's fucking sick. That's very fucking cool. You flip you down, thank you. Local place in the Highlands, new burger called Trump Tatty Tariff. It's the most expensive burger on the menu. Ooh. I just can't get over the fact that, like, with the and again, I'm not trying to get political, but like, I understand tariffs affecting like America and stuff, but it's like, motherfucker, why are you increasing the price of the Xbox and PlayStations in fucking Europe? We're not part of America. It's like, how dare you? I work very hard to make this house a home, and you have the audacity, nay, the I don't know, what fucking audacity. Oh shit! What the fuck? It will be cheaper than Europe because you could pay. Well, the other thing too has always annoyed me is like whenever like a game comes out, it'll be like, oh, the game is $69.99 USD. It's like, okay, cool. So that'll probably be about 66, 65 euro, depending on the exchange rate. Like, no, you're paying the exact same fucking price. Like, well, what the fuck is the point of an exchange rate then? Like, thanks for that fucking. It's trying enough credits to try out Wiz's new parts. They're pretty. I never realized they were quite pricey. Well, okay, that's fair. I don't work that hard, okay, but I try. I try to make this house a home. Bum, bum, bum. We're the UC of the real world. Comes in, works hard. Fuck off, Mona. It's your country with tariffs. That's cost of your country with tariffs. Well, no, my country has nothing to do with any tariffs. We don't make any of the stuff. All countries depend on trade. See, that's why, and no disrespect, but that's why, like, we need to, like, cheapen the price of everything. Need, like, to have multiple trade partners, not just one. Like, you have to buy Bethesda books. Do you have to buy Bethesda books? Hey, it depends on what sort of mods are reviewing, you know? Cargo holder? Maybe. That's not a bad idea, actually. So what do we do here? We'll do... You don't even know the game? This is Starfield. Welcome. It's a space building game. Well, the only good part, you guys get paid on Wednesday or Friday in Europe. It depends. What the fuck is Microsoft Magnet? Tuesday is a weird day to me to release mods. Tuesday has been... I'm trying to think. When was it? Let me think. BioWare usually used to release updates on a Wednesday. Bungie used to release updates on a Monday. Like, Bethesda does Tuesday. It's very weird. I do agree. Living quarters, and then on the bottom here we will have more living relief stuff to buy on pay. Pretty much, like it's I wonder, like with the Magnus is the new Xbox. Is there any confirmation, or is it just like still kind of rumors? I just have spent it all. Yeah, it's pretty much a PC. See, if it's just a well, I mean, see, an Xbox is technically just a PC, but it's like I'm not really sure. When I build my ships, I kind of just throw stuff at it, but I do like the idea of it being like a kind of a cargo hauler, because I'm keeping like the main body of the ship close around these like hull pieces, and then I might like extend out a little bit. I'm getting into that hybrid with Halo and PS. You're probably already spent on bills. Impulse, yeah. Structural, no, engines first. What engines will we use for this bad boy? Engines. Do I see more kit? What the hell? Well, speaking of Serenity, there's some fucking big Serenity engines. You guys are looking out for me. Jesus Christ. Ooh, do we want to use some of these and flip them? Do we want to flip them? Maybe. For the PS5, because I think it looks ugly. It definitely does have kind of Wi-Fi router to it, which, like, again, that's not like inherently a bad thing. But it does look a bit like, what the fuck? It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, the Xbox doesn't look much fucking better. It's about the robots in Ark. I want to take them out. To be honest, it's a tram. To be honest, Killzone... my initial impression playing both the betas, I was kind of like, who is Tainted Matty and why are they floating creation? I am not sure. But the thing with like the whole thing with like with the arcs and stuff is I was like, I kind of see, I agree. But then you kind of learn that like that the arcs are like, they're basically there to be more of a threat than players, because while PvP is definitely an element of the game, the developers don't really want PvP to be the be-all end-all. And you can kind of tell that. The amount of times I've like had gunfights and arcs will stroll up and I'm like, I'm gone. I don't care about PvP. I am not dying. I like them too. Some of them, I've died a few fucking times, too many, to that fucking Rocketeer. This is Magnus Specs, dual chip design with a CPU, 3 Zen core, a GPU. All right, can you explain that in layman's terms, Chuck? What does that mean? Like, will that be twice as powerful as the Series X? Released empty mods so people can sort load orders. Is there truth to that? Or is that, are you joking? It's a computer, damn it. Yeah, but I know it's a computer, but like, I mean, I'm assuming... like, dual chipset. What does dual chipset mean? Because I know that, again, I'm just assuming computers usually have dual chipsets. What was a PvP player? Skip the cutscenes. Nah, bro, get the fuck out of here, Skip it. That's what I mean. It's one wide memory bus. Biggest issue is supposed to be a console. Killzone. People, yeah, there's people that play it straight like PvP and whinge about it runs 140 FPS. Okay. Now, can it run like I would love if I can play games 4K and get 120 fucking FPS, that'd be insane. Realistically, told me she skips. Yes, she does. She's a proper PvP player. I enjoy the cutscenes because I'm like really excited the storyline behind it. Not sure how our console. Somebody more intelligent would say, but console is not MO2. Mod MO2. That's mod organizer. Hello there, Marlon. Welcome. GT got delayed. Bethesda, honestly, Lee, everyone and their mother is shitting themselves. 3,000 fucking FPS from DSS. I'm poor and I can't buy games for it. That's the problem, right? You spend all the money on the PC and then it's like, Jesus Christ. Getting away with the DLC. Now, Mona, please, okay? Like, you just for fucking 10 minutes, just be a little bit positive. Why Microsoft never released keyboard and mouse for Xbox? So, Wiz, fun fact, there is companies that will do them, but do you mean like as in you can definitely use mouse and keyboard on Xbox? Some games work far better than others. Fun fact, you can't use mouse and keyboard on this game, even though it is technically Xbox Play Anywhere, which is very counterproductive. And part of me thinks that the reason we can't use a mouse and keyboard is because I guarantee you if I was able to use the keyboard on this game, I could bring up console commands. That's honestly what I think it is, because I used to play DayZ. A lot of DayZ players on console will use mouse and keyboard. They're still trash. You can use mouse and keyboard, I'm pretty sure, Zerbus. You can. Hey, whoa now. I don't use mouse and keyboard, and I'm subpar. But yeah, most games will use mouse and keyboard. It's weird that some games don't, considering Starfield's a PvE fucking game, you know? Like, I think one of the only arguments some games have is like, oh, you shouldn't allow mouse and keyboard players on Xbox because, like, Xbox games and console games in general, they're going to have aim assist. And can you imagine giving a mouse an aim assist? But no, you can definitely use mouse and keyboard on some games, just, again, not this. Which is very stupid and frustrating. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, they're 100% will be. Like, you'll get I noticed that a lot on DayZ. You'll have players that will use mouse and keyboard, but they'll only play mouse and keyboard on Xbox because they think that they're not good enough. They're not good enough to use it on PC, so they're like, I'm gonna use mouse and keyboard. And it's like, brother, I will put you down. I don't care whether you're using a mouse and keyboard or you're using fucking nunchucks. I will put you down. I can't fly a mouse and keyboard, but I can. Yeah, I think controller is just, that's how I learned to fly in games like Operation Flashpoint and Battlefield 3, and like, I just, yeah. Because apparently Elite Dangerous, while obviously, you know, everyone and their mother loves using the kind of the flight sticks and stuff, for a competitive Elite Dangerous flying controllers, when I tested mod on PC, I was so lost flying with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I saw, Jesus Christ. Yeah, why don't you use your controller for mouse and keyboard, or for thingy? That's stuff. I can fly. Damn right I can fly. I'm using controller right now. I sometimes when my controller doesn't work, I have no idea what buttons do. I'm like, I think that's a button. Yeah, that looks like a button. That's why I've always been a fan of I'm gonna be honest with you. Crimson hit. Fuck off, Mona. So one of the there's look, I have PC and use control. Yeah, honestly, Viking, I will have a review of your ship out. Not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. By the way, awesome, very awesome ship. My one criticism is I kind of wish you would have made it so you could purchase the HABs parts separately, because the HABs are fucking really fucking nice. That cockpit is very well done. As a mod that allows Xbox players to use console commands I've used to get past. Yeah, no, like you can. There's mods that allow you to do that, like cheat terminals and stuff, which is really really fucking cool. Always used to use cheat terminal in Fallout 4 because every time I restart, I just give myself like 20 levels and some XP and stuff. Yeah, I prefer controller, but what was I gonna say? So I'm not trying to trigger anyone here, but obviously, look, if you get into an argument when it comes to PC when stream ending midnight, no, not midnight, Mona. When it comes to PC versus gaming, or PC versus Xbox and stuff, I prefer Xbox because apparently Flippy has a rig quite similar to me, so it's actually more better than me. And like when Flippy wants to play certain games, it takes ages to load them. I don't know if that's I mean, actually saying that, Starfield takes longer to load on my PC than it does on my Xbox, which is weird. Like really weird. Trigger, is that right trigger or left trigger? Top of the Starfield. Hello, Sean, welcome. I've never played a game easy on PC. I love Operation Flashpoint. Oh yeah, on the 360, it was a fucking banger of a game. I love that game. I went to pick up Red River, and I seen that it was more like squad based. There was no vehicles, and I was like, not really my thing. I loved fucking Flashpoint. Oh, such a good fucking game. See, Flashpoint is the sort of game, like, for some reason, like, developers don't think that hardcore military shooters like Arma would do well on console. And then you've got games like Hell Let Loose and like Arma Reforged come out, and it's like, motherfucker, you will triple your fucking player count. I had thought of making the halves available, but there is too much compromise, and the fact that 23 halves in each of them. That makes sense. So that makes sense. A lot more going on in the background. And that, again, Rory, that makes a lot of sense. Like, obviously, with an Xbox, it's just a gaming thing. Like, that's all it's doing. It's not, you know, doing anything fancy, whereas the PC, there's kind of more going on behind the scenes and stuff. The other thing is, I've heard horror stories from Flippy, where, like, he'll try to load a game and it won't let him because, like, of, like, BattleNet and stuff. Because the other thing, and I'm going to be honest with you, like, so macros, for anyone not familiar, macros are a thing on PC you can do where you can basically assign multiple buttons to do things. I'd be like, what the fuck, bub? Really? Nah, bro, controller's the strat. I fucking love my controller, just pressing all the buttons. What the fuck? Flippy's one biscuit, where he is sometimes. But, like, he was telling me about, so like, apparently some games allow macros, which, to be honest, I don't like that, because you can make, Cronus, game developers are banning Cronus like crazy, and I'm all for it. Like, cheaters in general, I don't get it. Like, I used to do a lot of modding on Xbox back in the day, not a lot, but I'd like mod offline Halo and mod offline Fallout. Like, you know, I remember Modio back in the day, uploading your save file to the USB, open up Modio. Used to be able to download like some very simple mods, like house mods that were very, very fucking cool. But people that like cheat for the specific point of just being dickheads. One of the cool things about Arc Raiders is if you die in Arc Raiders to cheaters, they will give you back all your loot. That's 65-year-old problem. Whenever I type anything, the controller takes me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, controller typing is like Jesus. Yeah. Control. I rented Dragon Rising. Was it Red River and finished it? Red River. So Flashpoint, Operation Flashpoint, Dragon Rising was the first one. Killzone. It was the big open world one where I think you were fighting China on a big island. Really cool. And then Red River was, I think, more based in Iraq. I think, or somewhere like that. No. I mean, you can mod. There's modding in Starfield, but not cheat. Mona, it does not make you a better player. Shut the fuck up. You trash. No, I'm joking. All right, so we need to make the back of this look nice and sexy. Yeah, because what was it? It was, I think one of the first times I seen something like that. was, I want to say, Fortnite banned Cronus's and Zims, and it was like all the cheaters like shit themselves. Excuse me. And again, I don't get it. Like it's just scummy. It's just really scummy. Bluetooth controller sitting here, tried it a while, but got tired of having changed the batteries all the time. I'll stick to my. To be fair, Rory, one of the or not to be fair, one of the things I would always recommend is either a wired controller or just cables that you can essentially charge and repair kit. That's what I mean. Used to mod WoW, but it was only ever skin change. Yeah, see, I know people used to do that. Cheaters are not going to be welcomed. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, that's not supposed. That's the wrong way. Hey, no, is it? But I know a lot of people will use like mods and stuff, which is really cool to like they'll change. Crimson is what the fuck? Am I losing the plot here, or do you not have like one that flips up? Yeah, inverted. So like it basically would mirror that, but be the other side. Michael will pop in. He'll bully me. Was Dragon Rising? I don't recall Chinese uniform. Now he said, yeah. Yeah, Dragon Rising was you were fighting against the Chinese. Because I remember, no upside. Oh, okay. That's all good with. Because Dragon Rising was when I first learned about the QBB weapons the Chinese use, which is like kind of like their version of like an AK. Which I think they're like really, I mean, they're cool. I've always been a fan of modular weapon. Wiz, you did it. You madman, you did it. Oh my god, Wiz, I would kiss you if that was appropriate. Not that kissing people isn't appropriate, that's not what I meant, just I mean more consensually. Oh, yes. Yes. That looks very nice. My ship has a hat. And we need to make a nice... Yeah, damn right, we got that armor plating. I hope at some point Bethesda... This is from a mod. This is from Wiz's mod. The ASC Deimos mod. Amazing mod. 10 out of 10. I really hope at some point Bethesda goes back and redoes When Crimson Learns the Way of the Bamboo. Fuck off. Fuck off. But I was going to say the... What was I going to say? I hope that Bethesda at some point will go back and like improve the combat in game, like ship combat, so that it's essentially so that armor actually does something. Because that's one of the things I like in Elite Dangerous is how you can have like armor plating. Right. Really can't wait for that Astrogate mod. Astrogate looks. Why are they doing more with it? A mod author's like, Bethesda need to hire that mod author because he's doing some crazy fucking shit. Yeah, that's what I mean. I meant fair. Wait, Killzone. I just meant like the fact that they have like all of their weapons are kind of modular, but armor does do something. It extends your hitbox. Don't let the wall cave in up. Alright, so we're not doing too bad so far. God, remove that piece immediately. How dare you? Oh, do we get nose caps that face forward? Changes. I agree. Like POIs, look, POIs are cool. I don't, you know, like, but the see that would have been like I've rambled a lot about it like before, but that would kind of probably be like my first like the first thing I would recommend Bethesda like actually do is like actively overhaul like the POI system and the planet system so that there's I don't want to say less variety, but like, you know, like it's more, how would you say it? Like just more, makes more sense. Because some of the POI is very cool. Some of them are fucking questionable. Like I know Mona will probably call me call me an idiot, but I'm holding out hope. Like part of me believes that at some point when Bethesda start like updating and stuff that they'll, you know, they'll actually start changing shit and making it, you know, not questionable. Planets. Yeah, exactly. It should have been based more on the planets because they went very much like, okay, it's just going to be straight. It could be anywhere, anything. And I don't particularly like that it's like that. I would have preferred it being more, you know, like more randomized. Need to overhaul them so that makes more sense. No more. Yeah, exactly. No more nonsensical. Be a dad of three. Jesus Christ. Mountain building with open door seats outside it. Yeah. Well, one of the biggest ways you can tell about that is Sonny DeFalco's mansion. There's a fucking swimming pool. Fucking thing's on a planet with no air. It's like, the fuck am I gonna do with that? Like, I like air as much as the next person, but what the fuck is my air? I hate comparing the old game, but but it's hard. We can explore whole galaxy and just yeah. See that's one of the biggest issues with space related games, and I feel like Bethesda kind of failed to realize that. Like, yeah, when done right, like sci-fi space games can be absolutely insane, but when they're not done right, you have instances like this where you're kind of like, what even is going on? You know? Um. Let me see how to, oh no, go back. you forward a little bit just to see how did that look with these here. Doesn't look too bad. So you can really make tanks in space. Oh shit. But yeah, that's like no. I want to select, not fucking move. Select. There we go. Bang. Like I am hopeful that like as Bethesda kind of again, if and when they actually are going to, because we know they're making stuff. What they're making, we don't have a fucking clue. Maybe one day we'll know. But I think that when we do eventually kind of find out like what's going on, I do hope they kind of look back and be like, okay, like this clearly needs to be fixed. This is a bit of a problem. Okay, this needs to be fixed. This is also a problem. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. Like the outpost builder, I think, is like one of the things they're making. Enemies is what they're making. God. Like the I love my ship parts and stuff, and I would love an overhaul to the ship building system, but I feel like the outpost building system is honestly horrid. And like I feel for like the people that came from you know other games. Oh yeah. We can now keep ourselves nice and warm making them. Making very sexy ships. I'm just wondering, so this piece here, Wiz, right? This bumper. Did you like intentionally make it so that it would line up if somebody was to merge one of these pieces up and down? It kept the scope smaller. Yeah, I do agree, Richard. Like this, making it so big, it's like it's cool, but at the same time, you can't just build homes. That's all. You just can't build home. What do you mean? The front. I have to remove the front and put some different pieces on. Gonna add anything to the whole bounty hunter system. To be honest, I think that with the bounty hunter, I've said it before, but I think initially what Bethesda was intending with the bounty hunter system was that they were probably expecting mod authors to kind of do the heavy lifting and kind of like, oh, this is like, you know, this is an easy way to incorporate paid mods and kind of go from there. But obviously the problem with that is that like a lot of mod authors kind of opted to kind of do their own stuff, which I don't necessarily blame them. Yeah, merging was a big part. Most almost merged perfectly because I scaled. That's fucking credit to you, Wiz. You ship part mods still cause problems with the game. Used to be the case. It depends on the mod piece, but generally speaking, no. Carry something with no tool. Well, see, no, like that's I don't like. Look, obviously, we're in a position where it would be very nice to get some like actual ship parts and stuff, or like be nice to get mod like tools. But like mod authors have done some very good things without the tools. Now, should Bethesda give them the tools? 100%. But I think that some people kind of like use it as like not an excuse necessarily, but they kind of like will be like, oh, you know, if we had this, if we had that, like if you look under the covers of like some of the more interesting mods, even like simple things. It's not very good. To build the system. Well, again, I don't disagree. I think that I mean, the whole premise behind Trackers Alliance, only one person. Yeah. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome, Jim. But yeah, I feel like that, like, initially, before we kind of assumed anything, I thought that the Trackers Alliance was going to be something that every couple of months, when Bethesda would, like, you know, give us a patch or an update or, like, even some bug fixes, they'd sprinkle in a quest or two, you know? Like, again, how hard would it be for them to do that? Like, surely not that hard. Scarring people will break the hell out of it. But obviously, yeah, that's not the case because they opted to do other things with it, which to this day still fucking saddens me. See, I still like, I have hope. Naively, maybe, probably. Hope that eventually, you know, like, Bethesda will steer the course correctly. But ultimately, we're just gonna have to wait and see. A really good chance to lead players in a cool place. Exactly. Like, that's the part of the problem with the whole you know, the whole liable hope tech. The whole problem with, like, the having all these, like, planets and stuff is, like, they're not, like, look, I realize that it would take a long time to, like, handcraft every single planet, but even like imagine, like, with the system such as, like, the planet system, right? Like, when Todd was like, oh, you can go anywhere, I'm paraphrasing here. Why didn't he, like, devote some of his team to essentially, like, constantly update the planets and stuff, you know, like, add to them? And, like, that could have been part of the whole, like, design philosophy of, like, you know, however many years. My God, this thing is a fucking tank. Like a literal tank. Jesus Christ. If it's in cockpit docker, needs engine. What worries me, what else give me hope, is I start a game with loads of mods and Bethesda drops a huge update on the view system. Exactly. And it's just weird that Bethesda, like, because again, like, when it comes to adding content, like, the universe, no pun intended, it's infinite, you know? Like, they could easily, like, add a new system with, like, some handcrafted locations, like some new quests and stuff, you know? Like, it wouldn't be like, there's mod authors. If mod authors are able to do it, and again, not trying to detract from mod authors, but it's like, you're supposed to be Bethesda Game Studios, you know? Like, that was supposed to mean something. What does that mean now? Who the fuck knows? They shouldn't. And, like, the thing is I still, even though it's probably wrong of me to kind of assume this, I still like to think, maybe naively of me, that Bethesda didn't actually intend for didn't actually, like, intend on mod authors to kind of do the heavy lifting necessarily, you know? Well, the other thing too with that statement is paid mods are cool to compensate modders without regulation. Oh, yeah, 100%. the thing is, like, talking about like modding and modders and stuff, like, part of the problem with it is, like, a lot of the, like, you know, there's probably a lot of talented modders out there that are just waiting to see what is Bethesda going to do, you know? What changes Bethesda are you going to kind of make, or are you going to, you know, operate on? Because, like, story-wide, we have no idea, like, what's gonna happen. We don't know, like, how the story's gonna play out. And it's like, if we don't know how the story's gonna play out, mod authors don't really know. Like, Kingath took a risk with their mod, obviously, with their creation. And I think honestly they did like quite a good job of it. Well, I don't think it's like, I wouldn't say like it's bad graffiti, like, because I don't think there's like, there's a lot of elements of the game that are, maybe you could say, maybe bland. But I don't think anything is like inherently bad, you know what I mean? Like, there's some good features there. That does make sense though, Jim Jam. To be honest, with the launch of Fallout's mod stuff, like, I could definitely see him transitioning over to making some very cool stuff. Like my plans the game, I love going to scanning plans, but there might be, well, see, and that's the thing, is there's definitely going to be people that enjoy that feature, because, like, if you look at games like Elite Dangerous, right, like Elite Dangerous has that sort of appeal to it, to where Elite Dangerous has that sort of thing to it with their game, and people do like that. But I think the biggest problem, like, with it and how Bethesda kind of added to it was more so because it lacked a lot of, how do I say this? It lacked a lot of Bethesda charm, you know, the things that made Bethesda games great. Like, as much as people would like to poop on Dazra and be like, oh, Dazra, you know, the use, or the, not Dazra, fucking thingy is bad. I actually think that Shattered Space did a really, really phenomenal job of kind of bringing it kind of back to what you would expect, you know, like being able to kind of go wherever you want, go point A, point B, all this sort of stuff. I think he was saying they don't actually have enough space on console to fully finish Watchtower. Well, they could definitely do a sequel. Again, I don't know the full story of that. But yeah, like, sorry, like, because like I was saying, Elite Dangerous is that sort of game where, you know, you have all these different things going on, and it's like very fun. That's the best place in the game, because it's so full of everything, like, shit's going on. And it's like, Bethesda, one of the first things you should have been doing was you should be like, all right, like, this is how we initially intended the game to be. We intended on the player to be able to have all of this sort of stuff going on in, like, one universe or one planet. So they should have went back in, they should have updated the game, they should have made it so that the Freestar Collective, Aquila City looks exactly like that. They should have made it that Hope Town looks like that. Neon. Hello, Michael. I think space can be boring. Like, I don't, to be honest with you, and maybe I'm a weird one, but I actually like flying around in the open nothingness in Elite Dangerous. And that's why I'm excited for Starfield's, like, attempt at, well, hopefully it's what they're doing. Starfield's attempt at doing their attempt at doing the whole like kind of seamless transitioning between, you know, like between planets and stuff. Like I'd just love to kind of zip around, no loading screen, like zip from Mars to Earth, you know, and like seeing what I can come across. Like again, I don't know about that. You may think that. I certainly do not. I had to fill the surrounding areas of major cities with the same round. Yeah, exactly. Like I've said this before, but Aquila City should have ranches along the outskirts, like for the eyes to see. You'd like the entire cell around Aquila City, you know, like that biome should be just like ranches and like farms and stuff. In New Atlantis, it should be similar. There should be farms. There should be military training camps. Like on Hope Town, there should be like little kind of like, you know, manufacturing plants and refineries. Like the fact that there isn't, and again, it's like they like it goes back to what I was saying, what I've said so many times about something must have shifted in development, because Shattered Space was probably entirely made. There's a mod. Oh, that sounds fucking sick. Have action if it's just built on space is boring. Wait, did Todd say that specifically? What the fuck? Fly in space. And going into a ship and seeing. Yeah, see that, and that's I think one of the coolest thing is the fact that, you know, each of these ships, there's an interior to them. It's not like we look at some games like Elite Dangerous, the ships don't have interiors, you know, like there's nothing out there. It's just vastness. All right, Rory, have a good one. Catch you later. But Dev did the first Chris. Oh, that's. If that is part of the reason why Bethesda stopped talking, I can understand it. Because, like, you need to temper people saying stupid shit, and you need to temper people kind of biting. You know, like, the last thing you want is, Timmy, you better not be all wet. The last thing you want is to just say shit like that. Like, space, even that in itself is mind-blowing. Because only, and again, if this developer is still there, no offense, but only a fucking moron would have the audacity, the lack of intellect to say space is boring. Space is literally the final frontier. It's vast. It's infinite. Like, anything you could think of could be possible in space, out there in a universe or another. And it's like, Jesus Christ, Bethesda, what are you doing? I like space. I like the ocean more, though. Bethesda, when are we getting underwater? Exactly. Like, from a gameplay, if Todd Howard said it, he may be slightly idiotic in him saying that. Now, saying that, if he's saying it from... Okay, let me backpedal before I get... who's that? If he's saying it from the point of view of, like, gameplay, he's not entirely wrong, okay? He's not entirely wrong, okay? In that, like, in most games that add space, there has to, like, space is hard to do from a gameplay point of view. Mass Effect, it's a loading screen. No Man's Sky does a decent job. They optimized for PC on release. I mean, he did, and then he told people they need to upgrade it to better cards, and it's like, Todd, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to alienate your player base? Because that's what it seems like you're doing, Todd. It generally seems like you're trying to alienate your player base. Like, look at Battlefield, right? Battlefield comes out, right? Like, and I'm not going to compare, because comparing Battlefield is like comparing apples and cheese. But Battlefield comes out, it's 64 player, it functions on everything known to man. You could probably run it on something that could run Pong. So you're set, Michael, if you want to play Battlefield. Like, it's extremely optimized, extremely well. Starfield came out. Could have been upgraded at the time. Exactly. No, it's stupid to think that. Like, they have fixed it now. It's a lot more, you know, like, it's a lot more playable, a lot more fucking playable. And a credit to Bethesda for, like, despite saying something that was inherently stupid of them to say, they went and they improved it. The game runs far better on Xbox. There's still some minor issues. You 70%. Fuck off, Michael. The thing, and is I'm gonna say Troy. I apologize if that's not, but the problem is, Troy, is that a space game in the scope of what Bethesda is trying to do is incredibly hard, right? The only game I could think of that does a decent job of it would be No Man's Sky. And that's because everything is very much procedurally generated. Like, No Man's Sky is Minecraft in space, procedural generation. Not trying to take away from it, because it's a fucking phenomenal game. What Hello Games have done with No Man's Sky is incredible. They're a credit to the gaming community for, you know, sticking with it and making the game better and better each update. With Starfield, trying to kind of take what is fundamentally what, you know, Bethesda is known best for, you know, which is a kind of a role-playing sandbox game. The Expanse is The Expanse is a fair one. Like, when I mean games now, because like TV shows and movies and books have done a good job of, you know, but like, it's hard for, like, again, Mass Effect. Space is the center point of Mass Effect, but there's no real seamless space travel, you know? Elite Dangerous has space, but Elite Dangerous to a lot of people will be very boring, because it's essentially like a truck sim game to some. I love it, though. I love the going out into the black void, you know, like just staring at the stars as you travel, like, you know, fly for 20 minutes to get to Hutton Orbital. 20 minutes by ball, probably an hour and a half. But yeah, I feel like, again, it's the whole thing about the scope was too big. If they initially, the rumors were that, or the leaks, if they were to be believed, it was going to be a lot smaller, a lot less planets. If they had have opted to have a dozen planet or a dozen systems with, like, each one of them handcrafted. I hate when people compare Starfield Expanse. There are a bunch of games that do real. Oh, and to be honest, I think, I guess we have no idea how space is going to be. I think, honestly, it's going to be, space is going to be a big part of that game. What happened? Corn? Is it? I haven't moved anything. Sometimes YouTube will flag things, but there's nothing on my end saying it. So if you said something, YouTube probably was like, no, bad. I am excited for that Expanse game. It's going to be cool. ED has space flight and space combat covered, but no, exactly. And I think Starfield, like, realistically, right, had me in the first space battle. If only they expanded on it. Oh, exactly, 100%, Michael. Like, the idea of, right, like, you're on the planet, exploring the planet, you take off, you're in space, there's combat, you know, like, you've got it good, but that, like, if you were to show this, right, to, like, you know, like, sometimes developers will, like, show early ideas of games. If you showed, I'd say, a lot of people, a wide variety of people, the shipbuilder, right? And you can be like, yeah, so you can build the ship whatever way you want, right? And you can go out and fly and explore and land, and that ship is there. It's your home. That's fucking insane. Like, Mass Effect has the Normandy, but you can't customize it. No Man's Sky, obviously, now you can customize apple cheese with pie melted on it. What the fuck? Yeah, maybe it's good YouTube pulled that. Okay. Oh, I do agree, Wiz. And I think hello, Ryan, welcome. I think, like, as much as, you know, people will like to trash on Bethesda, I always think that it's definitely, there's some issues going on, but, like, the art department did a phenomenal job. Like, I think that the sound effects are really good, the space sort of stuff, the art, like, the Skybox team, phenomenal. Some of the story team, the guys who did the UC main quest, they need to be put in charge. Because they did a good job. Sure, it was actually fine, but without asking Crossfire, too much content. And I do agree. And that's, again, why, like, I hope the Bethesda are kind of looking at, like, some of these, like, again, looking at, like, okay, like, what is it the fans want? Like, okay, the fans want this. What are some mods that are, like, really, really, like, you know, doing well? And, like Astrogate is amazing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Astrogate wasn't a kind of a deciding factor in Bethesda being like, you know what, we're going to do that. And I'd say the simple reason behind them doing that is the fact that, again, like, the space is amazing, and, like, you know, everything about it is so cool, except the fact that you tend to experience, you make a jump through space a dozen, 2,000 times, you'll have seen the same encounters, the same random encounters. There's no real variety. There's no, you know, like, there was supposed to be hazards in the game according to, like, screenshots and cutscenes. It was, like, supposed to be, like, a lot of stuff that never got in it. And look, that's gameplay. That's you know, gameplay development. That'll always be a thing. I understand that. Wait a minute, travel planet. Well, I'm not. To be honest, I believe that's you, Sean. I think. I apologize. I'm not saying, like, it should take 5 to 10 minutes, because I do agree, like, that would be, a lot of people would find that very boring. But I do think that there should be some sort of a kind of a, when you take off in orbit, you have to get to a certain point. So, like, if you want to, it's not that you lost your name, Sean. It's the way YouTube is, it's doing weird shit. It's using full usernames. It's like, if you take off New Atlantis, you have to plot a course out of the system. So you have to physically fly out of the system. Like, Bethesda would have to fix some of the lore to retcon it. But I personally believe that Grav Drive... No, I know, sorry, there's two Seans. There's two Seans. I apologize. I personally think that Bethesda there should have been hard restrictions to how Grav Drives work. Grav drives should only allow you to jump when you're on the outskirts of a system, so that you would have to manually fly around the system. You couldn't just grav jump from, you know, atmosphere or from orbit in New Atlantis or whatever. And I hope at some point they do. I always thought make cutscenes, your ship going to orbit to planets have a loading screen. Yeah. They've had new stuff quarterly. It would have. And, like, that's the sad thing, is it certainly would have. Like, I think that's this whole 10-year plan. Like, I'm never going to believe Bethesda again when they say anything. Like, if they come out and say, oh yeah, the new star, or new update to update coming to Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, you guys better be really excited because it's going to do this. I ain't believing shit, you know. I'm not going to believe them. I'm going to be like, oh, that's cool, Bethesda. I will care, I suppose, when it's done, I guess. I just feel like it's just, yeah. Ultimately, we will have to see. But even simple things like that, though, Viking. I think we'll see a Starfield 2. You know, I'm probably going to say something unpopular here, but I would love Starfield to have done well enough that we do get a Starfield 2. But in order for that to happen, and for them to actually give a fuck about their game, they're going to need to have to, you know, get the, as Garrus would say, pull the stick out of your ass, because you're out of ammo with your main primary weapon, and just kind of go from there. Now, will we go from there? I don't know. They start with outlawed, but I heard that they kind of show their loading things. And that's... I'm honestly surprised that Bethesda didn't have some sort of Stargate-like loading screen where, you know, like, it's not just the screen goes to black. Because honestly... Ooh, look at that little fuel tank! Oh, that's so fucking cool! Alright. Bethesda, can you fucking hire Wiz? Because he's doing a better job than you guys. Oh, that's so fucking sick. What's the difference? There's a smokestack. Oh, that's fucking sick. Oh, that's really cool. Hello, Nograth. This one doesn't start early unless you're thingy. And there is loading screen mods that do, like, a very good job of kind of what you're hoping for. Right, let me do a cockpit. And with cargo and fuel, they have different sizes. If they hold more, so I have to see your cargo. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Space travel would absolutely suck if it was like No Man's Sky, 1 to 2 minutes to get thing. Should be long enough to accommodate random encounters like Skyrim. All good, no, Rod, all good. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that I wouldn't mind space travel. Like, let's say if it takes the player character, like, if you want, let's say, right, if you want to go from Aquila City to New Atlantis, or yeah, you would have to take off from New Atlantis and you would have to fly to outskirts of this of the system, you know, like the outer belt or whatever, and that could take maybe a minute or two, but like it would incorporate like the kind of, again, like Elite Dangerous, where you have stuff going on, like you'd have like trade routes that would be moving directly from, you know, one point to the other. If you kind of went out like went away from the beaten path, you could come across smugglers or pirates, you know, stuff like that. Hello there, Tennessee. How goes it? Please let the player decide. And I think the thing is, right, and this is the harsh reality of it, is I think, so I do agree that, like, if I want to walk, oh yes, I would love that. I would love, that's kind of why, like, again, with Astrogate and stuff, it's like if you could do that, like you could have that sort of system in place. So there's a mod that does does the mining, and it does a very good job of the mining. But it's it requires it's a mod, so that makes sense. Wonder there wasn't a line at the store. Goes well, been recording gameplay. Awesome, awesome. Can't wait to see it. Rock on my ship moving. And that's kind of what I would hoping. Like, again, it's like letting the crew fly would be fucking amazing. Oh, you've a mod? Oh, hell yeah. I might as well. Don't say about Bethesda though. I let her fly. She couldn't be any worse. I'd never let Gary fly though. He's a fucking danger. Ooh, I am excited for that, Tennessee. The patch mine conglomerate. That's, and again, it's always nice when mod authors have patches and stuff that work alongside other. Nah, that's gonna look a bit funky. We have to remove that. Kind of the armor though. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I've seen him into 1,000,000 asteroids. Gary can't do worse. Oh, Gary could probably fly quite proficiently. Wouldn't trust him though. He'd 100% crash into fucking Neon trying to take down Bayou. The day Bethesda had actual, like, you know, like you know, like realistic damage models, which I hope they never do, because that would be fucking annoying. Doesn't have thumbs. Yep, Gary can't fly. Gary, have you seen how many tentacles Gary has? Dude could fly anything. Just give him enough time. What was I gonna do? Okay, we're nearly. Alright, I apologize. This monstrosity using this ship, but maybe it'll come out nice. Probably not. Like a ship would crash into Neon, take out everyone except Bayou, who will somehow survive. What the fuck? Oh, Bayou, 100%. He's gonna be hard to kill. As long as it's not You know, I mean, we've had some inappropriate stuff before, as long as it doesn't offend anyone. Which I mean, in this day and age, you're probably gonna offend someone, but as long as it's not something, you know. I really wish that fucking Mattel would make his weapons and stuff balanced, because it's fucking annoying. His weapons look sick. Did you guys see there's a Star Trek Lego coming out? It's like is it $800? I could interface my ship and have an autopilot. See, I wonder, like, again, I wonder is that allowed? Like, are ships allowed to technically fly? See, there's so much lore they could do with Starfield. Like, I want to know, like, why was AI outlawed? Because Vasco is some sort of an intelligence. He kind of reminds me more of a dumb AI from Halo or a virtual intelligence from Mass Effect. But then you can have it, like, the way the game is, it seems like you can have conversations with Vasco. 400 GS? Okay, that's not as bad. That is true. That, and again, I hope that comes back as a story thing, because that is such a cool fucking quest. Where are we going? Where's my patient? There we are. We're looking for you. It's like they bit off so much sci-fi I didn't think about it. And I think I agree. I think that I'd say probably one of the biggest issues with it probably one of their biggest issues, I think the AI has to do with Earth's history, which is also too. That's what I mean. Like, we know very little. Like, it's because going the whole right, like, AI is bad trope. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we nowadays use computers, I'm pretty sure, to calculate, you know, the ships with suicides. They all have AI. Oh god. Saw the cybernetics in the lore, but honestly, that annoys me that I can't replace my kneecaps with fucking cybernetic limbs. Give me my kneecaps, for fuck's sake. Do you folks think it's a good time to start a new game of Starfield, or are we perhaps gonna get patch bombed? I think you're better off, and that's not really off topic. I think you're fine. Realistically, I don't think we're gonna be getting anything till the end of the year. Yeah, it is the deli American cheese. Skooma and necromancy are illegal in Cyrodiil. They are, but only if you get caught. See, there's, you just don't get caught and you're good. Oh, really? That's fucking annoying. Really? I would have assumed Cyberpunk would have. So you can't have a prosthetic dong? Not you, dong. Alright, I really need to stop using dong as terminology for genitalia. Oh. Might also legal in the US. Found at the heart. How the fuck did you find out that? Yeah, Nomad does a good, or not Nomad, god damn it, Zone. I don't know why, for some reason. Nomad. This is going to be so random, but I have never spoken to Zone, like, outside of a few chats and stuff on stream. I always, for some reason in my head, think that Zone's French. I don't know why. He's probably not. They're probably not. And then I, like, occasionally when I'm thinking about it, I confuse it. Don't Google that. Oh god. Don't remember skooma being illegal. I assume it's like weed. No, skooma is, well, technically it's illegal, but I don't think they'll do anything about it. But a dude who's cyber dog malfunction. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Cybernetic Mod was the first one I got when I played in PC. It works really well. But yeah, I knew the first well it goes horribly wrong. What are we missing? Missing a Docker engine fuel tank. So we need actual engines, but what engines do we have? And it was just banned because Khajiit. Whoa! Just because Khajiits sell it, you think what are you, a racist? What's wrong with Khajiits? No, but it's mainly because I believe. Well, isn't it moon sugar itself? Like, isn't actually that bad? But when you can refine it into skooma, and again, I'm pretty sure like it confiscate. Actually, no, I don't know if it is illegal now that I'm thinking about it. I think it's probably just like frowned upon more than anything else. Furballs. You may call them furballs, Lee, but those Khajiits, they got claws. Go on skooma watching this stream. Oh, uh-oh. Build as the braces make it appear as the engines can change. Exactly. That is exactly why they're there. It's kind of like I always like how, you know, like is it the Osprey? I don't know actually if in real life, but I always see like Ospreys on carriers and video game stuff where their wings are tilted like front ways. Definitely don't know about skooma playing Skyrim so much. No, they get for I mean they might, but Khajiit has many kind. If you have wares, may you always walk upon warm sands. It's not supposed to be a battle star. No, not sand is in the litter box. The question is, do I put this back? See, the laughable thing, right, is I'm going to say this now. If anybody wants to put on a bet, you can bet me. Despite Starfield being seen as a colossal flop to the majority of the world, Elder Scrolls 6 will not flop. There is no way in hell that game will flop. It probably won't, you know, like it's not going to, you know, beat Grand Theft Auto for Game of the Year, but it will outsell like most other games on that day. Like it's just how it is, you know? Elder Scrolls is Bethesda's bread and butter, and I do not see them getting it wrong. If anything, they're probably going to, with all the stuff going on with like with Starfield, they're probably going to double down now and be extra careful, because I get it, you know. Those they do look fucking awesome. It'll 100% have hated, 100%. If it's not going to be launching, again, we don't know the full story, but if it's not going to be launching on PlayStation at launch, which it will definitely get haters. You know, it'll definitely get haters, but it's like, it's Elder Scrolls. Like, Elder Scrolls has established lore. Oh, it'll sell very well, very well. Just saddens me, like, or it does sadden me. I'm hopeful that Starfield will eventually kind of, you know, get to that point where it's able to stand on its own 2 feet. See, I'm going to be honest with you, I agree, but at the same time, a lot of the hate is warranted. They have squandered this game by being not talkative, by backpedaling on the whole, which again, backpedaling on the whole, like, was it 6-week thing? Like, I get that. Like, it's whatever. Elder Scrolls Hammerfell. Hey, now, I believe it's Elder Scrolls High Rock, but I'm really hoping that it will have shipbuilding and we will be able to go around the Iliac Bay. Like, they don't help themselves, and, like, there's a lot of, like, when Starfield first came out, right, a lot of people hate it for the sake of hating it, but there's, like, genuine criticisms there to be said. Like, Bethesda have shot themselves in the foot by not being, not talking. And I realize for Bethesda, that's probably a new thing for them to communicate, but, like, we're living in the year 2020, what, 2025? Like, there's amazing PR teams out there, you know, like, there's companies that deal with talking to the consumer player base and stuff, you know? Like, there's numerous talent. Like, fucking Bungie got rid of a load of their staff. Like, you could fucking hire some of them. Like, they need to talk. They need to explain to players what exactly is going on. You know, if mistakes were made, admit that to the players. Elder Scrolls Wind Waker. Oh, spaceship. I think the Starfield spaceship is sailed. It might be okay for Starfield, but I have very small expectations for my ground surgeons. Hello there, LeBron from 76. They should have learned, Michael, and honestly, I don't know why they didn't. Like, it is extremely idiotic. Yeah. So, yep, we are LeBron. We are indeed. That's all we do these days. Yo, Bethesda, I'll save your company. Just send me whatever you got, and I'll tell you what to cut and what not to cut. The new update comes out. It's only ship parts. Like, yeah, so there was a really cool story about the Starborn and, like, the return of Ron Hope, but I just cut all that shit. Also, Aquila doesn't exist anymore. It's a crater. But we got ship parts. And Tennessee, honestly, I agree with you. I was just saying there, I don't know if you were there when we were talking about that before you jumped in. Like, Starfield's one, I think, big thing, like, its groundbreaking thing was the shipbuilder. And by them not capitalizing on it, they have allowed No Man's Sky to do that too. Now, you can always hope that, you know, people will come to Starfield more for whatever it is. But I think a lot of creative people who like the shipbuilder, as No Man's Sky starts getting more and more parts, because I think it just got another update which had parts, they're going to jump ship. And I don't blame them. I want to follow 4 lower, set up my RG right before it breaks. Oh, fun fact. Starfield is, or Elder Scrolls, not Elder, wait, hold on now. Give me words. Give me a minute. Wait. What the fuck? All right, so fun fact. Fallout 4 is going to be play anywhere when it comes out. So you'll be able to play it on Xbox, you'll be able to play it on PC. I kind of want to play with the builder myself. I have the game, never got it. The thing is, it's quite cool. It probably makes, I would say it probably does a better job and it feels more like accomplished because like you have to like go and get the parts for getting Fallout before you get any news. Yeah, I know. It's incredibly stupid. What do we need? We need some fuel. Do. As you made along the way. Oh, you don't have to rebuy, you know, the game if you don't want to. I think most people are probably not going to. I'm just gonna be interested to see like kind of how they go about, you know, like what's new. What I was working on my last episode. I don't blame you, Tennessee. Like that's the thing that makes like that is the most like insane to me when it comes to the whole is the fact that they've opted, like the one thing I think kind of keeping Starfield going somewhat, right, was the fact that, you know, like we were having like modding on, you know, modding basically, and like to an extent the paid mods to an extent, but the fact that who's ringing me? The fact that Bethesda have decided that they're going to be like that they're basically doing paid mods on Fallout and putting all this emphasis. Like, I wouldn't be like, again, I've said many times, a lot of the mod authors that do paid mods, you're probably better off moving to Bethesda or moving to Fallout. Because at least you'll get more recognition. You'll probably get more money. Now, there's some mod authors out there that definitely wouldn't survive To which I said, go anyway. I'll need to see what creations are included. To be honest, Nogroth, a lot of them are going to be pretty bare bones. It's just going to be like a lot of skins and stuff. But from the trailer, what we did see, there's going to be at least, if I remember correctly, there's 3 new creations. Like, I really enjoyed the anniversary edition of Skyrim, and a lot of it was fun. Some of it was bullshit, though. That fucking one quest to, like, The Walking Dead or, like, The Waking Dead, that was, like, super broken for me, and it kept crashing my Xbox. I don't even think I tried fishing. We're getting the other spouse as a synth companion, I believe. Are we? Is that one of the things? Big Fish modders of Fallout. Might better be Big Fish here. Well, the thing is with the Big Fish modders in Fallout, it's the paid mod kind of formula is what I'm thinking about, and a lot of the mod authors here understand the whole paid mod formula, right? You know what I mean? What? Like they understand kind of the paid mods and how the paid mods like kind of operate and all this shit, so they'll have a bit of a head start. The release Fish Starfield will notice where. Can you imagine? The Ghoul Revolver 2, and I saw an energy weapon looks like a laser. I know that Hara has made the Hara. If you're probably not watching this, you're probably busy. Please make the Fallout 3 plasma weapon, please. And just for the shits and giggles, add it to Fallout and Skyrim. The only version I regret buying, I didn't. The only version of Skyrim that I regret buying is AA. The only thing I use for is the backpacks. Oh, well, there's a lot of stuff, Nogroth, in the AA. Like, there's a load of quests that I enjoyed playing. Hello there, Guilty. How goes it? But again, it depends on kind of, you know... Or, shut the fuck up, Guilty. Don't you disrespect Skyrim, okay? Bethesda deserve a lot of hate. I will not deny that, but don't you disrespect Skyrim. The creations are made compared to the mods from Nexus. LeBron, I just want to point out, right? That is valid, but you realize that most people playing it... Well, not most people with Fallout, maybe, but like a lot of people are going to be playing console. We don't have access to Nexus. Okay, I know you got your ROG ally, okay? Brag about it. We can't all run Nexus. If anyone knows the Fallout style power armor mod Starfield, there will never be any Thanatos until there will never be any until Bethesda implements some sort of a power armor system. It'll be a long time coming. A million nerds cried. The Dwemer Mudcrab. Don't you be disrespected that Mudcrab. He's a pretty cool guy. Oh. What was this? Whoa. It's a wing. Gee willikers. You should do it. Do you want me to get my house bombed? Are you fucking mad? I'm going to take it easy on being critical of mod authors. Last time I was somewhat critical about an older gentleman. I got harassed. Even Vegas modded since... Oh, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I respect Nexus, and Nexus being the home. But, like, whenever kind of people, like, kind of go the route of, like, oh, we've got Nexus, like, it kind of comes across a little bit, like, slightly elitist. Because, like, yeah, sure, we have... Eh? What was that snap? Excuse me? Oh. The snap points are... Ah, that would make sense. Okay. That makes sense. Never mind then. I personally don't like the Nexus as a platform because I am the sort of person where like I don't like. I'm playing in Vegas. It's been months since perfect playthrough. They were sold individually and they were all way too pricey. There's pylons that connect between them. Ooh. Mhm. Um, all right, let me. It was sold a while ago. Yeah, that's part of why the Nexus scares me. Just because I would 110% accidentally break it. Half downloads creations is probably a ghost. Starfield. No, and again, and don't get me wrong, like, I am grateful because some mod authors will actually put information about their mod on Nexus because they can't on creations. Which is fair. But I don't know, I just, like, my kind of big thing is the fact that, like, mod authors can, like, technically leak comments and stuff, or, like, just be like, no, you, fuck off, which I don't like. Now, obviously, it's in terms of, like, player feedback, it's a million times better than Creations, because Creations doesn't have a fucking feedback area. Which it really... Oh. 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 There's, the more platform inside monopolize, the more content or risk of control. Centralized and monopolized. What do you mean by that, Dong? Well, to be honest, I'm probably going to be in the minority here, but I would much rather, like, kind of Bethesda control and create content than, say, the Nexus. Nothing against the Nexus, personally. It's just more so because reasons. I shouldn't have to go to Reddit. You shouldn't have to go to Reddit. I 100% agree. I think that in itself, a review system would be great. When a review system comes, I feel like my content will go downhill. Be like, no! But it is for the betterment of mankind. Are they on the same level? I don't know. Yeah, but see, and I would have liked to thought that I'm just naive. I just think Bethesda. I keep thinking Bethesda will do the right thing. Will they? Probably not. Should they? Definitely. They should have. Honestly, they should have. Like when Nexus was kind of going on the, like when the sale of Nexus was kind of in the works and stuff, and people were like very much on the fence of like, okay, what's gonna happen now? Like, is it gonna go down the, down the shitter? Bethesda should have jumped. They should have made improvements to the. They should have. How the fuck am I able to? They should have made improvements to the Nexus. Or sorry, they should have made improvements to the. If you want to love Starfield Tinker, looking good. Thank you. They should have improved the system, basically. Like, why they didn't is honestly a travesty in its own right. Like a thief complaining that you call them a thief. Oh, that's what I mean. And like, look, I'm. No. Todd wants NASA Punk, and I like the idea of NASA Punk. Is basically be all end all for everything mods. For a lot of games, Nexus is necessary to expose mods you create, which give Nexus power. Oh, okay, that's me. Like two brains, one wired to reading comments and one designing ships. I apologize. It also doesn't help that I'm like trying to. I'm not 100% sure of this like wing configuration because I feel like realistically those wings probably wouldn't do anything. They did say 10 years. 10-year game was Destiny. I didn't expect the type of money. Jesus. Hey, now at least Destiny gave us try doing a connector on the top and bottom with the matching pylons. Where are these pylons? Oh, these. Well, see, the problem is I have them upside down. All right, Tennessee, don't work too hard. Hopefully one day Starfield will be fulfilling enough that you won't need to run multiple. Run, like, you know, modding could be your main thing. I think that was always one of my hopes with, like, the paid modding, was that modders who are, like, super talented. League of Open Creation too much stage. No, LeBron, that's not even fucking funny. Don't even say it. How dare you? Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, we're deleting Shattered Space because not enough room. Okay, now I know what I need. I know what I have to do, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, très magnifique. Incredibile. That's not French, is it? That part doesn't have forward and part snap point. Ah. And then there's another piece. What is the difference? What's the difference? Oh. 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 Oh, that's cool. McLaren's. Oh, that just matches wing B. Ah, okay, fair. That's so fucking cool. Figure that piece out. Fair. Oh, do we make like do we make like a bigger one? Do we make a bigger one? Let me. I don't know. I definitely think that Watchtower did well, but I don't think it would have did as well as Shattered Space. Not to mention, a lot of people would have pre-ordered the base game, got Shattered Space with it. Does that need to go like one more, maybe? Like, don't get me wrong, I would even, like, I know that that's probably one of the #1 most selling mods on the platform. What are you doing? Yeah, we did get Shattered Space to pre-order. That was the point I was making. Yeah. Well, they have weapon points on the little wings, Michael. There's underneath, right there. I'm gonna snap some thingies on them. Oh, you mean the tiny ones, Michael? Right, we've made like unintentionally made a fucking drag car. Starfield could have, like, looking back at, because I've got some vidges in the work, and looking like back at like some of the stuff Starfield added. Jesus Christ, that's a box and a fucking half. Maybe too much wing. Maybe too much wing. Keep the front wings though, because I like how they look. And we'll actually keep the back wings. Like, it's honestly crazy, space curb feeler. It's honestly crazy to me that, like, Bethesda didn't just do that. And, like, think of how much money they would have made. Like they did what? Like, they put out, how many paid like, they did several contraption DLCs. Imagine if they had did paid... Oh. All right. Imagine... I'm sticking my chair. Imagine if they, like, between, like... when the game launched and now they were putting out like €10 fucking €5 outpost DLCs and spaceship parts. Like, I think, like, honestly, even if they were doing that, right, like, even while they were like, and if they had have came out and said that they were going to have to revamp some of the base game, but they were like consistently like maybe once every like two months or so, every 3 months, even once every month, depending, they were like bringing out like a $5 to $10 pack that was somewhere on similar to contraptions or like vault. Like, imagine a paid or like a DLC that would be the equivalent of the vault DLC for Fallout or for Starfield, except it allowed you to make your own pleasure yacht, like massive M-class ship, and you could turn it into a floating, literally like a floating hotel, or not floating, flying hotel. Rise were running other. I mean, great for modders. Reminded of the marketing feeling so starved for content themselves. Well, I feel like there's probably a lot of the low level developers. Like I guarantee you, right? We wait until crew boat. All right, Michael, have a good one. Be safe. Like, I guarantee you, when the dust settles and in years' time, when like Starfield is just a blip on Bethesda's radar, we will hear from a lot of employees, and I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of employees that will have been pissed, that will have been annoyed that they could have been making content, but instead, whatever effort was left given to Starfield was put into making paid mods, or like making paid mods. Like, don't get me wrong, some paid mods are really awesome. It's like, imagine like some of the developers like who have worked hard to make stuff, and then they like look at like some of the questionable paid mods out there, and it's like, really? Oh, a small ship works really well with huge area bridge, I have to say. Thank you. I'm actually surprised too that it works well. Communication, that's the problem. Belfie's newest example, issue of challenges. We've changed that, but won't change this and that. Next battle pass coming on this day. That's what I mean. Like, the finals is the same. Like, I said this before, not the finals. There was an issue with the servers. The servers in Ark went down for like fucking... Ark Raiders went down for about 10 minutes. And they apologized. They gave everyone 500 credits, which is €5 worth of free coins, which that's a benefit to them. Like, I'm honestly like surprised that like Bethesda like hasn't realistically thrown credits our way to the player. Like, having like, you know, like, sign up to our mail list, you can get like 200-300 credits. Be a great way to incent. I know from a business point of view, you know, psychological point of view, bad idea, because you'll be trying to promote buying stuff, making people great cash game, people. Well, not even that. Like, imagine, like, one of the things I used to love in Elite Dangerous was you could get, like, special missions. And in the... What? Oh, because it's a B class. Oh, shit. Okay. Whoops. What was I going to say? Sorry. But it is, the thing is, LeBron, is it is inherently free money. The creation credits are nothing, you know what I mean? Plus, they wouldn't be giving you, like, enough to buy Watchtower. They'd be giving you, like, the bare minimum so you could, like, buy something small or you could put more to it. Expansion of the Crimson Fleet. I agree. Like, the Crimson Fleet is cool, don't get me wrong. Those stuff going to PlayStation Day 1 players. See, PlayStation, speaking of PlayStation, PlayStation is getting, like, early access. They did another thing. All right, Wiz. See you later. PlayStation have made, like, a deal with DICE to get, like, early access to, like, the double XP events and stuff, which is funny, and it's partly because they can't, because they weren't able to get, you know, they don't have COD anymore to kind of throw around. Where am I going to put this? Oh, I can make it on top. Bum, bum, bum. Don't let the walking. Weapons. Like, just curiosity. How many of you guys here? I know you're all diehard Starfield fans. How many of you guys have tried Arc Raiders? It rolls well. All right, Viking. Have a good one. Catch you later. I can't put the game down. I am thoroughly enjoying my experiences. Met some very friendly people. Met some. You're getting it on awesome, LeBron. It's fucking really good. It's really, really good. I've been kind of shocked. Don't cry. Yeah, but it's very fun. And I'm going to be honest with you. Obviously, the game will probably change, but solo is so much good. No, it's not a PS1 game. Arc Raiders is an extraction shooter. Solo is very fun. You come across some nice players. You come across some assholes. I had an encounter. I was on a rooftop, and some guy was talking in the mic. And I was like, you friendly? And he didn't say much. And then he said, oh, he's like, friendly. And he's kind of said in a panic, almost as if like he didn't mean it. The only real things with Ethan Tarkov is that they're both extraction shooters. I think it's a lot different than Tarkov. But yeah, ended up going on the roof of this building, and same guy again. He's watching me. He starts taking shots at me. I drop his shields. He starts screaming, oh, I'm friendly. And I'm like, yeah, you're friendly, you cunt. I fucking hunted him to the ends of the earth, but he slipped under my fingers. Can't play this type of games like Burnout Division. To be honest, if you grind the shit out of it, you would probably burn yourself out. But I've been taking it slow. I like that it's, even though it's a PvP game, the arcs are so dangerous that, like, and I think that's what the devs kind of intended, that players are kind of supposed to focus on fighting the arcs as opposed to fighting anything else. Oh, he did. Dude, you can play casual hardcore. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like, sometimes me and Flippy will go in and we'll be like, we're just going to PvP, you know? Whereas when I play solo, I mean, even then, it depends. If someone talks in PvP, like, the amount of times I've came up behind someone and I'm always like, you friendly? And if they communicate at all, they're, you know, even if they attempt to shoot me, I won't ever shoot them because I don't want to be a dick. But if they shoot first, the Embark have other... Yeah, I seen that. The only thing Embark need to do is fix the pricing. I'm not paying fucking €20 for a skin, no matter... Especially when some of those skins they definitely didn't take from the finals. That's the only negative I have with the game. So I feel like because cosmetics are like a big part of the game, and that's always something that annoyed me. You know, when people are like, oh, it's just cosmetics, what does it matter? It's like, it matters because, like, Halo. I like Halo. I like making my Spartans look cool. It bothered me that in Halo Infinite, all of the cool armors you have to get your wallet out. I'm fine with some armors getting your wallet out. It has been insane, and it's honestly fucking stupid because again, it's kind of like going back to the whole pricing with paid mods. It's a virtual thing. You don't have to have Johnny in the fucking studio, you know, go and pump out a skin for every person that buys it. They could literally charge like €2 per skin. Oh, their cosmetics are cool, Guilty, and I'm waiting for the point in time when they release them. Like when they drop the price, because I will 100%, I'll drop money on it, you know? Like if they were charging maybe a $5 per legendary cosmetic, I'd 100%, I'd probably spend 20 quid worth on the spot. But when you have it at €20, especially when it's like half the price of the game, it wasn't though, it wasn't. But I still think that being that it's a paid game, and it honestly will show how much Embark care about, you know, because they've been doing a very good job. Like, very positive. The game is on cue to be Game of the Year. It's one of the highest rated games of this year alone, which is, like, that in itself is phenomenal for them. And I'm glad, because it's a fun game. Cosmetics that you pay for. That's not a valid fucking reason. Expedition very much may be better. It's just not really my type of game. I have a soft spot for extraction shooters with like survival aspects. I know that a lot of people like Expedition. It's nice though to have it like a game this year that I've played that I'm like, it could get Game of the Year, and if it does, I will be happy. If it doesn't, it is what it is. But yeah, honestly. Anyone who's like, if their window launch was then, it's like, oh, Jesus, we fucked up, guys. Release everything earlier. But yeah, no, I'll be doing some requires building, crafting, ability to dodge. See, dodging is not my strong suit. I will be playing Arc Raiders tomorrow on stream. A new event goes live, which will be fun. It'll probably consist of me getting bully lot caught of the lowest player count this week, and they said you to. Oh yeah, 100%. And Fortnite brought out a new like update, like The Simpsons, which that's sure to garner a lot of attention. But like Arc Raiders is like, I think like 300. I keep nearly hitting buy on Star Citizen, so on the fence. To be honest, most people in my community will probably say the same thing as me. I think Star Citizen looks like a very cool game, but I think I would never buy it until it comes on console, and it's probably not going to come on console because it's never going to be released. But a man can hope. Pricing for the ships, it's honestly, it's like, and again, not trying to offend anybody, because if you enjoy Star Citizen, that's fine, but I think it's a bit of a scam personally. Like, not in a sense of it being like an actual scam, because you're getting what you paid for, but like at the same time, it's a glorified tech demo. Looks very fucking nice. Not going to disagree with it. I think it's an amazing looking game. The ships in it are absolutely phenomenal. That's too low. No, that's not too low. The ships in it are absolutely phenomenal. There we go. The ship is built. What shall we call this? Man Star says Spaceborne 2. What's Spaceborne 2? If they add shipbuilding, Crimson might have to. I always loved shipbuilding and stuff though, so I would definitely give it a go. I need to go back and check out No Man's Sky again, because I love No Man's Sky. I played the fuck out of it at launch when it was quite bare bones at launch. Now it's like there's so much. What's one warning? Low mass. The Iron Hind. The Iron Hind. See, I want to think of something that you play any more Jump Space. I played a little bit. Every time they do an update, I go in and check it, and it's really the Raider. The Raider. Oh, hold on now. Hold on now. What is the name of... What is the name? Oh, shit. Guilty. Have you played Arc Raiders? What's the name of the fucking LMG? Can't think of the name of it, but I would name it that, but I can't think of the name of it. Oops, make you jump through. Getting into it. I'm going to get over there before stuff. Is Cyber? I thought they're working on it. Aren't they working on a new? Oh no, that's Witcher. That's Witcher. The Emperor. Ooh, I like the Emperor. We're gonna call it the... Is that how you spell Scipio? That's not how you spell Scipio. Oh no, it's just one P. Oh, not Skippy. Well, no, she said Emperor. It reminded me of Scipio Africanus. Witcher 3 DLC they've been talking about comes out before Starfield. Brother, no, not this skip, for fuck's sake. No. Hello? G. PC Master Race can't even fucking have longer words than 4 letters. Scipio. Alright. Welcome to the Scipio. Which mod adds the 3 folding wing parts? Everything here I am using is from the paid mod ASC Demos. GTA before Starfield. LeBron, I would have initially took that bet with you prior to Starfield or GTA getting postponed. Now that it's been postponed, I think it's more likely that Starfield will get something. All right, she's ready. Let's take her for a spin, shall we? Oh my god, the ship's bug. One of the models tempt me. You should do it, Nograth. Remember that you're buying it not for Bethesda, you're buying it to support Wiz. And it's tremendous work. It's amazing. And I'm honestly excited to see what he's got worked up next. He needs to send me early access so I can shit myself on it, looking at it. Oh my god, what the fuck? What just happened? Who turned on the fuck it up? Back we go. I put the wrong fucking bridge on it.
Need some work done? Okay.
I don't have the ACS mod yet, so it isn't that. What do you mean? Which mods did 3 folded wings for your ships? Like they're made... Oh, sorry. I thought you were... Apologies. I thought you were saying the folded wings is either Antares... or it is going to be Magiatech. What is that mod actually called? It's not Magiatech. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What in the baby Jesus? What the fuck? Honestly, if he could fix the texturing on that... That's it, Magia Aerospace, thank you. That would look sick. Oh, now I'm curious. I'll have to check it out in a moment. Where is it? There we go. Demos erasers. No, 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 no. All right. The Sky Cell Cover Bridge, where you can jump right into space. That's an No Man's. Oh, is it? Does it actually work like that? That's pretty fucking cool. Let's take her for a spin. It's so fucking warm. All right. Prepare to jump to Serpentis. We're about to repent on some fools. There we go. That's much better. Very dark. I feel like it shouldn't be that dark, but it's probably because it's nighttime. Like, can you imagine if Bethesda eventually added it so that you can actually exit your ship and you can board other ships stealthily? Like, you can like pry open airlocks or the dockers. Fucking space engineer style, just yeet yourself at the ship. All right. I have never played Warframe, but I've heard it's a very good game. You gotta think that those railguns must be very powerful to be able to knock the ship back. Let's go to Serpentis. Serpentis. Hey, they did one custom animation. You putting the watch on. That's definitely not. That's not a. They didn't take that from Fallout, did they? Probably. Realistically, probably. Got mechs and spaceships in it. It's got fucking mechs now? I heard it has spaceship combat somewhat, does it? Alright. Where's the great serpent? Your reckoning is upon you.
You shall be judged.
No, I'm gonna judge you first.
Met your doom.
Oh.
Craft drive down. We end this now.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Target locked. Eliminate the engines. The old prophecy is upon you. But after ship creation also looks like a beaut. Thank you. And there is no problem with spamming. Have you met Mona? She tends to spam a lot. But we love her all the same. Hello, we are here to shoot you and kill you. And my crew. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, I don't have a crew. Oh, fuck. That was nothing. Alright, I really need to like uninstall and reinstall my game because like alright, just to play devil's advocate, let me go settings. Put the gameplay in very easy. One of the mods tweaked combat. I don't know what mod it is. But like it tweaked combat and it frustrates me. Oh. 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 Oh, that's a door that leads nowhere. Yeah.
There you are. My head!
It fucking feels like it. I'm on very easy. This is a legendary Equinox. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the damage? Fuck it. Will my cutter do more damage? Give me that. Give me that. Oh no, I need a advanced shotgun. Give me that. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Let me go back on to extreme now. Maybe it could have been just the gun, but I swear when I was using like Bub's rail guns and stuff, it was like some guns were just really fucking. You know, the mag pulse will get the job done. Hello. Yeah, cutter is very good for that. Oh, someone just died. Wee. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that I knew that was going to happen. The fucking three of the bastards had those. God damn it. Alright, I might call it for tonight, guys, just because I am going to grab some food. But I will be back. Oh, shoot. I will be back tomorrow. Same time, 7:30 stream. We're going to be playing some Ark Raiders. Have a good day, guys, and catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.